and I am joined by Markus Eisele. How are you doing, Markus?
Thanks, fine. Hi, Stephen. Nice to see you again. It's been, what, a little over a week, right, since Java 1?
Yeah, I'm still in recovery from Java 1 last week, but you're looking bright and chipper, so I think you're doing slightly better than me.
I'm in my own time zone. I can't complain. So this is my favorite conference travel.
Yeah, absolutely. So what are you talking about here at Øredev? What are the session topics you're going to be giving here?
Actually, I talk about two different sessions. One has a Java EE Enterprise Camel focus, and the other one is about how to secure your Java EE applications. So
Nice.
lessons learned, stuff that the typical Java EE Enterprise developer doesn't know.
Cool. And also, I think a big topic you've been talking about recently is microservices as well.
This is actually more like under the covers because Camel is something that's been out there as a framework for solving your day-to-day integration issues. And just recently, people started to talk about microservices. And honestly, most of the companies out there are kind of stuck with Java EE in a good sense because it's a very stable, it's a mature platform. It can be very easy and it can scale very good.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
still,
It's kind of a proven large-scale enterprise
totally.
platform.
Again, I'm not complaining, but microservices just require a different architecture approach at that point. And Java EE has little to nothing to offer in that perspective. There are a few tweaks, a few things that you could do, but the real important parts are that integration issues actually tend to move out of the lower architectures, like centralized ESB infrastructures,
Yeah.
into your services. So you don't need to solve all the integration issues in an ESB anymore, but you have like a teensy little integration aspect in every little microservice. So instead of decentralizing ESBs, you could just use something that is easy, like Camel. Just put it in there.
Okay. So I think what you're trying to say is that Java EE developers are pulling their hair out trying to get microservices in an architecture which isn't a good fit for it.
Right, totally true. I mean, I just recently wrote a little O'Reilly book, 80 pages, easy to read. Go to my blog.eisele.net and download a copy for free. It puts everything into context, like into an enterprise context. What outer architecture do you need, like service registries, service discovery? What aspects do you really need to look into? How could integration work? So it all tries to keep enterprise developers on track with the latest buzzwords around microservices.
Cool. So free book from O'Reilly that you can download, get a little bit more info about,
Right.
trending topics like microservices and how to react with your business.
Containers, DevOps, you
Yeah.
name them. It's
Yeah.
all in there.
Earlier, the guy Frederick was interviewing Pete Hunt from Google about Kubernetes. You have any opinion about using that for deploying to Docker containers?
I do have an opinion. I think it's the...
All right, so asking you if you have an opinion was the wrong question, because I know you're...
I have pretty much an opinion on everything. So seriously, it's the only way to put Docker into production because you need an orchestration layer.
Yeah.
What I like the most is that many companies actually contribute to it. So it's open source. It's nothing that's closed. It's Google, it's Red Hat, many other companies putting their knowledge into it. And actually we have a very nice open source project around it, which is called OpenShift Origin. So if you really want to run containers in production scale, that might be exactly the thing to look into.
Cool. Okay, and that leverages Kubernetes and other technologies to kind of as a deployment architecture.
Right. Obviously, it's Docker, it's Kubernetes, plus an orchestration layer, a little bit of DevOps features that everybody knows. So it tries to close that gap a little bit in terms of outer architecture, stuff that you need around your microservices installations.
Cool. So you're here this week at Øredev. What's the next big gig for you? What's your next?
I think I'm flying out tomorrow night, more or less directly headed to Belgium.
Okay, so you'll be at
DevOps
DevOps next week
the next
as well.
big thing for me and Red Hat.
Nice, yeah. So I'll be there doing interviews as well.
Awesome. Line me up.
At DevOps, you're welcome to join for another interview. Although I think for DevOps we need to have beer at the table for the interviews.
Yes, please. I mean, that's mandatory. Another thing might be interesting. Devox is running kind of a live show, so you'll get daily live reports, more or less, and there will be some extra non-conference activities around. And
are you going to be doing some secret?
I actually
backstage interviews.
Right, this is part of it. So we're gonna see a lot of speakers day. We're gonna see some backstage activities, and there's some other secret things planned. So I might run into you at a random bar.
Well, we're also going to take kind of best of night hacking and include that in the Devox live stream as well. So there'll be a little bit of everything mixing together for the live stream there. So it should be exciting.
Can't wait.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks for the short interview. Have I already given you a sticker?
You did give me a polo shirt.
Polo shirt.
I totally appreciate that.
Even better.
The sticker's just too massive for me.
Too massive.
Yeah, I like to collect teensy ones.
Yeah,
I can trade in a Wildfly Swarm sticker. What about that one?
See, this is a privilege. Only people who actually interview on the show.
I get it.
Get the sticker.
Whenever a kid gives you something, you better appreciate it, right?
All right, thanks a lot, man.
Thank you, Steven.